Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session to activate the resources that exist in what's known as the Superconscious or the higher self. And it uses an interesting induction that has you imagining that you're climbing up a ladder into clouds, and then beyond the clouds you actually see giant neurons. And what's interesting is that under a very powerful microscope, a neuron, which is what your brain is made of, almost looks like this kind of alien, like a tendril kind of thing, and it has a pulse of electrical current that goes through. And quite often these tendrils connect with other neurons to create something called neural pathways. And it's almost like a handshake, like one neuron will connect with another, and then if it binds together, then a neural pathway is built. And that's why once you learn, particularly motor skills, you don't have to relearn them. Once you know how to walk, you don't have to learn how to walk every single day. Those neural pathways are built. And that's also can be quite challenging for habits, because if you've got bad habits or habits that aren't useful, those neural pathways are also built. But it doesn't mean that they can't change. You've got this incredible thing called neuroplasticity, which means that neurons are constantly able to connect with different neurons and create new neural pathways. So that's the incredible ability of humans to adapt. And you see this when a human has had some kind of accident. Let's say they're right-handed. If they lose their right arm in an accident, then the neural pathways that know how to write will be mapped across to their left arm. So it doesn't take the same length of time to learn how to write again. It just transfers to the body part that can then write, has that physical ability to do that. So it has this element of connectivity, has these suggestions of activating the superconscious, and lots of empowering belief systems at that particular point connected to this idea of neurons and the superconscious. I think this will be quite an interesting, fascinating one. It's quite visual, it's quite different, very different from a standard habit change or, just standard hypnosis session. So I think you might like it. If, however, you're looking for something a bit more bespoke and tailored to you, you can book a free consultation call in the show notes, where you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation call to explore working with me. For now, though, find a quiet, confident place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a slow, calm, relaxing breath, and as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense that any tension and stress is just melting away. Feel that tension leave your body. And with each breath, just allow it to be 1 or 2% slower and deeper than the last. So with each incrementally slower breath, you can feel yourself becoming more relaxed and more at ease. And I wonder if you can focus on your feet, breathing in relaxation, exhaling tension, and just imagine them feeling loose, soft and comfortable. And allow this sensation of relaxation to spread upwards through your legs, releasing any tension along the way, so your legs feel limp and loose and heavy. And as this wave of relaxation moves further up through your body, feel your muscles softening, letting go of any tightness. Feel it in your abdomen, your chest, your shoulders and your arms, so that each breath brings deeper relaxation all the way to the tips of your fingers. And now, right now, allow this feeling of comfort to move into your neck and up through your face, releasing all the little muscles around your eyes and your jaw and around your scalp. You are becoming deeply relaxed, deeply calm, accessing a state of pure peace and tranquility. And in this state of comfort, as your body becomes more relaxed, your imagination, the fourth dimension that exists within you, becomes activated. Like a light switch, switching on, the neural networks of possibility awaken. And within your imagination, imagine a magnificent ladder, strong, secure, and reaching up into the sky. And I wonder if you could imagine this ladder leaning against the clouds. And you know instinctively that this ladder is the key to accessing your highest self, the part of you that's connected to the superconscious mind. Consider this a journey of exploration and empowerment. And every step you take on this ladder will bring you deeper into relaxation while elevating your awareness. So imagine grasping the ladder, feeling the sensation, the texture in your hands, and imagine grabbing hold of that first rung of the ladder, feeling the weight of your feet, and as you step up, you feel a wave of deep relaxation washing over you, allowing you to feel lighter and more at ease, almost like you can float up the ladder. You feel safe and supported. Not just believing, but knowing that this ladder will carry you effortlessly upward toward your highest potential. So imagine climbing another step, finding a rhythm. Arms and legs become synchronized, and with each step higher, you go deeper relaxed. Each rung brings you further upwards, higher and higher up into the sky, And as you continue, I wonder if you could imagine going so high on that ladder, you get closer to the clouds. As you continue to climb, you notice that with every step higher, your mind becomes clearer, more focused, and deeply connected to your inner wisdom. As you continue to climb, you eventually reach the top. And as you step onto the soft, comforting clouds, you realize you've entered a realm beyond ordinary thought. This is the realm of your super unconscious mind. Here, you are in touch with the deepest parts of yourself, the parts of you that know exactly how to access your full potential. This is where your highest self resides, free from limitation, connected to infinite possibility. So imagine wandering around these giant clouds, and as you look around, you notice something incredible. Hovering above the clouds are giant neurons, beautiful, glowing neurons, not just one but many surrounding you. See the intricacies, see the movement, and almost see electrical currents flowing down the neurons. And these neurons represent your mind, your thoughts, and the way you connect to your own reality. As you watch, imagine seeing two of these neurons slowly reaching out toward one another, their tendrils stretching and growing, until like a handshake, they finally connect. In that moment, you witness the creation of a new neural pathway. Understanding that neurons that fire together, wire together. And right now, you are in control of wiring your mind in new and powerful ways. What if these connections are the key to changing your reality? And as you observe them, you can feel yourself letting go of old beliefs, old thought patterns, all of those things that no longer serve you. Breathe in that resourceful relaxation. Feel a sense of increasing relaxation as you breathe out. And right now, in this moment of pure clarity, I wonder if you could imagine seeing someone that looks like you but free of pain. Consider this a new identity. But in order to step into the new version of you, like a hermit crab, you have to discard the old shell first. And I wonder if you're willing to step out of the old version of you before you're stepping into the new version of you. Imagine releasing the old version of yourself, the one that held on to Perhaps echoes of outdated beliefs from childhood, limitations, even pain. In order for the hermit crab to leave one shell and enter the new one, they have to let go of everything that represents security and familiarity in order to go into something new that enables them to grow. So feel that shift happening now. Feel a willingness to let go of that shell you've been holding on to. That you are becoming someone new, someone even more empowered, even stronger, even more capable. And what if this new identity is filled with all the beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and values that were always there, but are now able to be amplified for you to live your best possible life? So imagine leaving that old version of you like an old shell. See the old version of you perhaps now discarded, like the skin of a snake. Just see it discarded. Feel that vulnerability, and then step into the new version of you. And when you're there, in that new version of you, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And as you embrace this transformation, you remember a time when you felt unstoppable. A time when you achieved something great. Perhaps you can recall a moment where you lost weight through tenacity and will, where you imagined a future that wasn't there yet, and you manifested it. Maybe you can recall that version of you wearing those skinny jeans with pride, as that neural network of determination, motivation, and resilience, it all comes flooding back to you now. Start to feel that same tenacity, that same focus. You know that you have everything within you to pursue any goal you set your mind to. And right now, as you focus on this feeling, allow yourself to connect to a new vision for your future that aligns with this new identity. A future where you are free of pain medication. Perhaps none at all, or maybe just as low as is as possible for your body. See yourself in this future, vibrant, healthy, and completely free from the need for pain relief. Feel that you are in control of your body, your mind, and your destiny, and all of the neural networks needed to be activated to make that so are activating right now. In this future, you feel, even more than ever before, like a magnificent living miracle. You realize that while you are on Earth, you are not of Earth. You are something extraordinary, something miraculous. And you have the power to do miraculous things, to create magnificent changes in your life, and to live fully in the truth of who you are. right now, in this moment, you feel ready to make these changes, fully stepping away from the old and fully embracing the new. Perhaps you wonder to yourself, if not now, then when? And perhaps the answer is clear. Right now is the time. Right now is the time to step into your power, to make the changes you've been dreaming of, to activate the neurons necessary as you feel a deep sense of decisiveness, a commitment to yourself that is unshakable. You know that you are capable of living a life free from pain and discomfort, and you are ready to begin that journey right now. Because as you stand in this space of your highest self, surrounded by the neurons of your mind, you activate all of the resources you need to make empowering, long-lasting changes in your life. These resources are already within you. Motivation, strength, tenacity and resilience. You know that they are there, and you feel them becoming stronger, clearer, more accessible with each passing moment. Fully stepping away from your old identity, leaving behind the limitations and beliefs that no longer serve you. Right now, you are your new empowered identity. One that is fully capable of achieving everything you desire. Right now, you feel strong, confident, and absolutely ready to take action. And this new version of you knows how to live without pain, without discomfort, without any need for external relief. So just allow these changes to calibrate at a neurological, physical, and emotional level. And when the calibration is complete, let me know by nodding your head. And with all of those changes fully integrated, it's time to go back down that ladder. But in doing so, you see that shell of your old identity there in the clouds, knowing that that is now in your past. As you make your way down the ladder, feel a sense of moving from the superconscious to reality, but allowing all of the changes to come back with you. As you make your way all the way back down to the foot of the ladder, feel that you've been on a journey, a hero's journey, a magnificent journey. But this magnificent journey is a journey of your imagination, a journey of thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams. And let's take all of those back into the here and now in your reality. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connecting fully into the here and now as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken. And you will awaken not the old version of you, but this new version of you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.